Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded.
And we are back.
Back in the
after a little hiatus.
atmosphere, Jones of Jupiter in my head.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm singing some. Was that the Goo Goo Dolls? Who is that? That's Jupiter. I think isn't it Goo Goo Dolls? All right. Who cares?
I'm just gonna move on now.
All right. Yeah. I don't remember who it is. I don't know. But my biggest news is MPH is on for Matrix 4.
Neil Patrick Harris?
Yeah, he signed on for. He's going to be taking a pill in Matrix 4.
I don't know if I can picture NPH as an action star.
I don't know either. I just love Neil Patrick Harris, man.
I know there's. I do too. I know there's a. I forget. I can't remember. There's a woman who's. They're looking to sign on to be the lead.
Yeah.
In the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember her name now. I'm trying to think. I was just looking at it the other day too, as a matter of fact.
We got so much knowledge going through our heads; it's hard to remember every name.
I know,
man.
it is. It's crazy. I know we haven't done a podcast in a little while, so some of the stuff we talk about might be the last week or two. So
yeah,
just bear with us.
Yeah, we're just getting you caught up on what we haven't talked to you about. So,
of course, one of the big things what we missed during the last week or so was Spider-Man's back in the MCU.
Yes, for 2 more pictures.
I think it's 1 picture for sure, with the possibility of another one, and then cameos in I think 2 or 3 films.
Gotcha.
But it's definitely 1 picture for sure.
I heard it was the next Spider-Man and then the next Avengers movie.
I think the next Avengers movie is slated to come out July 2022.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think they're writing Spider-Man out of the MCU with this, is what I heard. That's what I read.
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, I know there's a lot of big stuff too that ties into this, and we'll get to that here in just a second. But I know another one of the big things that actually goes with it is that there's rumored to be 1 of 3 possible characters to actually co-star with him in the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, they're talking about Venom.
No. This is actually just MCU characters.
Oh, MCU characters?
In the actual Spider-Man.
Okay, I was just saying, I heard something that Venom was going to be in the MCU too.
Well, that's something else too, which we'll get into. But the 3 rumors right now is Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, or Miss Marvel.
Okay.
And anybody knows, obviously we know who Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange are, but Miss Marvel is another character in the MCU.
Right, which hasn't had a movie yet.
No, she has not had a movie. She's got kind of like different abilities, super strength. I think she can kind of grow a little bigger or something of that nature anyway. Which is funny because Miss Marvel will be a playable character in the new Avengers game.
Cool.
See how I tied that in there?
I saw you brought it in like a little baby and
transition.
Yeah, pretty awesome, man.
So maybe with the Miss Marvel coming to the Avengers game, introducing her to the MCU, possible through Spider-Man, then she'll get her own standalone movie or something, or Avengers. Who knows?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
They haven't let us down yet, so.
Not yet.
Of course, I haven't seen the new Spidey yet. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow after my Packer game.
Oh, okay. I have it if you want to borrow it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I do want to borrow it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Saves me $5 from renting it on Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, no, I bought it.
It's $4.99 to rent a movie on Amazon Prime.
That's actually not that bad.
That's expensive. For one day?
Well, you get a bunch of people come over and watch it.
It's $1.50 from Redbox.
Oh, well, I don't know.
But I'm too lazy to drive up to Redbox to get it. So, I want to say, besides that, did you see the latest thing? I think it dropped out yesterday or today that Superman is ditching his Clark Kent.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're in DC Universe. They're getting rid of his secret identity. He's coming out as Superman now.
That's gay.
Yeah, it's gay. There's nothing wrong with that, but
no.
He's getting rid of Clark Kent. He will no longer be known as Clark Kent. It'll be just Superman. He's going to tell everybody who he is in the comics.
So he's going to basically do what the Avengers did.
Yeah, he's just going to remove his glasses.
and wave his little hair the other way.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Clark Kent, you put his hair one way, put the glasses on, never tell who he is.
No, can't imagine who that was. Have you heard of this Promare anime?
Hmm.
Well, apparently there's this anime out there called Promare, and it's been doing little runs in the theater. It's like a firefighter mech anime, but it's been doing like crazy numbers. But they're only releasing it in small markets, like big. And the closest market you can see it right now is in Atlanta.
Hmm.
But it's hugely popular overseas in Japan. But October 16th, Megan. When is it?
It's in December.
Oh, it's in December. Oh.
Yeah, we were already past October 16th.
Yeah, I'm sorry. December, they're re-releasing it again in AMC theaters, so maybe I'm gonna have to go check this out.
Huh. Sounds interesting.
It's called Promare. It's a mech firefighter anime.
But you don't like mechs.
I don't know, but it's getting crazy reviews, man. I just gotta check it out.
I know there's some anime out there about some kind of firefighters out there right now. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know.
But they all have like they're firefighters and they fight demons.
They fight
But
demons?
that who start fires.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really weird.
It's an anime, so.
It's an anime, yeah.
But yeah, I want to check out this this Premiere anime. If you guys all seen it or whatever, leave us some comments. Let me know how you think it is. If you're one of the lucky, fortunate people to actually see it.
Of course, Joker released last week.
It did, and it just beat Logan today or yesterday.
Got really good reviews.
Yeah, maybe an Oscar.
Yeah, I know they're already talking about that too.
Yeah.
And I haven't personally seen it yet, but a lot of people I've talked to and discussed with about it. They said that I know there was a lot of rumors we talked about before how this could lead up to the Joker that we know now.
Right.
But from what these people have explained to me, now I don't know how diehard comic person they are. The way they made it sound was like, no, this is the Joker.
Really?
So, yeah.
Gotcha. I read that. The thing I read was this is all just opinion before the movie came out, but the opinion I read that this was going to be how the Joker took his influence from this guy.
Yes, and that's what I had heard also.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that have actually, now I haven't, like I said personally, I haven't watched it yet.
Me neither.
Until I watch it, I can't say this is just all speculation and hearsay of what people have told me. But from what they have told me, that in their opinion, that this is the actual Joker.
Cool.
So until I see it, I can't. I just go again. This is all just what I've heard. I can't confirm this. So.
Well, I know what's his name. Officially is out of the Joker role.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Yeah, he's officially done with the Joker role. In fact, he tried to stop this movie from even happening. From what I understand, he filed lawsuits to prevent this from happening because he had contracts to sign to do his own Joker movie.
Well, what's funny is Jared Leto actually he's jumping from DC to Marvel.
Is he? He's going to be Morbius.
Morbius,
yeah, Morbius.
Which goes into our Venom.
Venom. Yeah.
Of course, Andy Serkis is producing the movie.
Okay.
And they also confirmed a new villain to be go alongside of. They've already confirmed that Carnage is going to be the villain.
Yeah.
With Cletus Cassidy and with Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy.
Right.
But they have a new villain named Shriek, which, if anyone's ever read any of the comic books, Carnage actually broke off pieces of his costume and created a bunch of other symbiote creatures. Well, Shriek was one of them, but it was a woman.
Right. Yeah, I saw that they casted the girl for Shriek.
Yeah, it's actually her name is I had it written down here somewhere.
It's what's her name?
Naomi Harris. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, it took so long. Naomi Harris, which if you've ever watched the new James Bond movies, she plays Moneypenny in the new James Bond.
Right.
Young black girl.
Yep.
So they're in talks with her playing Shriek. I don't think it's confirmed yet, but so that'll be interesting. Now I know they've got slated 2 more Venom movies coming out.
Yes.
And supposedly the next one will be of course, introduce Carnage and then possibly Shriek in this next one, and then leading up into supposedly Morbius also crossing into the movie
Okay.
with. And then we're talking about Spider-Man,
Right.
and then I guess the Spider-Man or the Venom will cross into the actual Spider-Man movie. Not this particular. I mean, they might have something set up at the end credit. Who knows?
Right.
But they're gonna somehow tie it all in, and so.
Well, Sony don't do end credits.
No. I'm talking the Spider-Man
Oh, okay.
movie. When the Spider-Man movie comes out,
Yeah.
maybe an end credit will lead something into the Venom.
Okay. That'd be cool.
There. So
Interesting.
we'll see what happens, how that goes. But yeah, as of right now, they've got some stuff going on. So there's definitely for sure a new Venom movie coming out. So.
That's pretty neat. I know, staying on the comic books in the MCU, Kevin Feige got, or Feige. Feige. He got chief operating of Marvel Entertainment.
Yes.
So that's pretty big news.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully we continue to get some good Marvel movies out of Disney for a little while, anyways.
Hope so.
Crickets.
Sticking with Disney, of course, November 12th, Disney Plus.
Yep, Disney Plus comes out.
I know they had some deals going on. You can do monthly purchases. You can do a year. They also had a deal. You can get it for 3 years for $169.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It comes out to like $4.60 some cents or 70 cents a month.
I know it's they got a bundle with Hulu,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna look into that.
So there's a lot of different. But here's the thing, though. What I've read too, though, that Disney's not going to have all the Marvel movies on there immediately.
No, they're not, because there's some that are on Amazon that are in stuff already, that are contracted in. So I know Amazon's got some. Well, Hulu is owned by Disney, so it don't matter about Hulu. But I know Amazon for sure has some Disney movies. What you looking for? A pen?
Pencil, pen, yeah.
All right, we'll get you a pencil. There you go.
That'll work. Thank you, sir.
No eraser, but there's a pencil.
I just need to mark some of this stuff off so I don't keep spouting myself over and over again.
Yeah, Deadpool 3 announced it's going to stick with the rated R movie, so they're not going to scale that back for a potential crossover with anybody. So it's going to be still rated R, which makes the movie. The rated R makes Deadpool the over the top, zany stuff. That's what makes that movie to me.
Yeah, definitely. And I know they were talking about possibly pulling Deadpool into like the X-Force and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I guess they're separating that now.
Yes.
They're going to keep it separate from him, so they're going to have Deadpool do his own thing and whatever. So, which is good. I think it's better that way.
And they're starting to make the X-Men movies out now, from what I understand. That some of the regular X-Force, the X-Force movies are starting to be developed right now.
I read a little bit about that, and I was reading also a little bit about it, which I'm trying to remember where it was at. I think it's Ain't It Cool News or one of the articles I was reading. But they were talking about that. They're doing the pre-production for the X-Force movie.
Yeah.
And they talked about the X-Men movies and how the last one obviously just totally bombed.
Right. From what I understand, they're going to reboot the whole.
Yeah. So they said, do not look for, the guy. What's his name that played Charles Xavier?
Yeah.
None of the people. Don't look for any of them to be in the new X-Men movie.
Yeah, they're. From what I understand, they're completely rebooting it.
Yeah.
They're
Michael Fassbender's gone. J Law's gone. All of them.
Yep.
So.
Which is good, because the movies have been pretty much terrible.
Well,
I mean, not so bad.
This last one, I hadn't seen it, but I know the last one really bombed. But the other
Dark Phoenix.
Yeah,
Dark Phoenix was terrible.
The First Class was really good.
It was alright.
Really good. The X-Men Days of Future Past, I thought was decent. How they brought the Sentinels in, that's one of my favorite storylines. So
right,
a little different than how it worked out, but it wasn't too bad. So
yeah, I got you. Still staying on some movies, and Zombieland Double Tap. The trailers are coming out like crazy for that movie.
Yeah,
that movie looks funny.
Those are good.
I'm gonna see that. You want to go
It
see it
comes
with
out
me?
this weekend, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. We should go see it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
We should have a date, a mandate.
Mandate.
Mandate. We mandate it. That's what we tell our women. It's mandated.
Yeah.
See how that goes over.
Yeah, really. Staying on movies, man. Marvel. Did you see this? Marvel is releasing an entire Infinity box set. Did you see that thing? Oh my goodness! It's got all 23 Marvel movies in there on 24 discs.
Wow.
And it's set to release out in mid-November. $550.
Wow.
But all in 4K.
That's nice.
So, but every single Marvel movie.
Wow.
All the way up to, Spider-Man, everything.
How much is that a regular movie? Let's see, what is that?
23 movies?
23 movies divided by $500 would be $20 a piece, a movie?
$23.91 a movie.
I did that in my head, y'all.
That's on. Well, that's a 4K too.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So if you got $550 laying around,
I don't.
And you don't have any of the movies.
I don't. I'm poor.
There you go.
Staying with movies, they're doing a Knights of the Old Republic movie. Yeah, they got a story, and it's all written, and they're working on it right now.
I wish they'd do a Knights of the Old Republic game.
I know. We're getting Jedi The Last Order. Is that what it's called?
Knights of the Old Republic.
I know, but
Xbox owns Obsidian now.
I know they do.
Next week they got the new the Outer Worlds coming out.
Yeah.
On Game Pass.
Yep.
Which is funny because it's day one Game Pass, and they're still releasing it on the PlayStation.
Yep.
Which I think is hilarious. And here's something that's actually even more funny too, is that on Xbox it will be 4K compatible,
and it won't be,
and it will not be on Sony.
That's funny.
Speaking
of, we'll stay with exclusivity. The new Call of Duty comes out.
25th.
25th, yeah. The spec op missions are strictly Sony only.
Yeah, Sony's locked up
for a year.
Sony's locked up for a while.
Yeah, they get a whole year of exclusivity.
Yeah,
that makes me not even want to buy it on the Xbox because, to be honest, my favorite part of the Call of Duty is the campaign, and then doing spec op missions. That's when because what did that come out?
I love the campaigns. Some of the campaigns are okay, some are not. But I love the Modern Warfare.
Yeah, the Modern Warfare. Awesome. Yeah.
Captain Price was one of my all-time favorite characters.
So that's a bunch of garbage, poopy cock.
Have you ever heard of a TV show way back when called Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Did you see they're rebooting that?
I did not.
Yep. They just revealed their first trailer.
Really? Yep. I have to check it out. I used to watch that. Are You Afraid of the Dark? It was like they're sitting around a campfire, right? Mm-hmm. And they told ghost stories.
Yeah. This one's a little different. It's basically there's a group of kids in a dark carnival trying to escape from a guy called Mr. Top Hat.
All right.
So sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does. Did you see that Disney outlawed Netflix advertising on any of their channels now?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're gearing up the Feel the War between Disney Plus and Netflix. They have completely banned Netflix from advertising on any of their channels or any of their streaming apps or anything.
That's pretty funny.
And Disney owns a lot.
Netflix signed an exclusive to air all the Disney movies originally.
Yeah, I know. It's like a shot in the foot.
Netflix is a pretty big powerhouse in its own right.
They are. So, I agree.
If anyone could compete with Disney, I'd say it would be Netflix.
I agree. Destiny 2 went free to play this last week, so finally I will actually play it.
Yay!
Have you played it yet?
I have not played it.
The first one was so repetitive that I
know. Trust me, I know.
I was not spending $60 to play Destiny 2 because of the repetitive nature of it. But now that it's free to play, I'm gonna pick it up and give it a whirl.
Well, I know we talked about we have the Game Pass and everything else.
Yeah.
And which I thought was really neat because I know here recently, a couple months ago, they put Monster Hunter on Game Pass.
They did. I played that.
And now you can get the expansion, the Ice World, Ice Wind. What is it? Ice. What's the new expansion?
I don't remember.
Icewind or.
I don't remember.
But that, yeah, it's on Game Pass now also.
Cool.
Which I think is really neat because even though Game Pass they give you these games you can play for free or whatever, you don't expect them to give you like the expansions.
Expansions, right? And the add-ons.
Add-ons and stuff. But I thought that was actually pretty good.
I know the only reason I played Gears of War 5 was because it was on Game Pass. I beat it, and now I'm going through it on Insane, which is hard.
I have yet to even attempt the campaign on that.
No, well, you can be our robot. It's kind of stupid. It's 3-player co-op, but one person has to be a robot. Has to be Jack.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of pointless. But you can actually
upgrade Jack, though.
Yeah, you can upgrade Jack. Yeah.
You get different weapons and things for him, I think.
It's the same electrocution thing, but he gets different abilities.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Not too bad.
Still going back to Netflix a little bit. We've got some new series out there. New season of Big Mouth.
Yeah, funny, hilarious.
I haven't watched the new season yet.
Ends on a cliffhanger.
Does it? They all end on a cliffhanger.
This one's a pretty big cliffhanger.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There's a new series out called, I don't know if you've heard of this one, called Raising Dion. Essentially, it's a woman it's got a, what is his name from Place the Falcon.
Oh. Yeah, don't ask me. I'm terrible with names. Don't even look at me for a name.
Anyway, he plays the boy's dad, and he ends up from the premise of it. I heard he gets killed or dies somewhere in the first part of the season, and the woman's trying to raise the son on her own. Well, something happens to the effect where
does he become the Falcon?
No. He well, sort of, I guess you could say. Well, something happens. Something big fixes to happen or whatever, and come to find out the kid has superpowers.
Oh, that's cool.
So now it's the story of her trying to protect her son from government people, whatever, trying to take her kid away from her because they keep the superpowers hidden or whatever.
Cool.
So it looks pretty interesting.
Hopefully they don't. Was that the New Mutants that did the whole running from the government thing? The whole Mutant Registration Act?
Yeah, it was. Well, that was
the TV series on FX.
It's the Runaways.
Runaways. Yeah. Was that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I did not like it.
There was the Runaways.
I didn't care for
it. There was a movie that came out.
I watched it all
a while back about something similar. Kids were born with powers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And each one was marked with a color because the color signified the extent of their powers.
Right.
And I guess orange was the top. Like if you got measured and your color was orange, you were like uber powerful.
Right.
But they had people who were like blues were like geniuses. People who were like yellows were like something else or whatever. But the rarity was the orange color. But it was a pretty good movie actually. I saw it on HBO, I think. It was on there, so
I'll have to look for it. I'll have to look for it. Overwatch 2 is in the works. I don't know why. I don't know why Overwatch is so huge and they could just update it. But
yeah, I don't know why they're making a part 2.
They're making a part 2.
They just keep adding to part 1. Why make a part 2?
No, they keep going through new seasons on part 1. But yeah, they're doing a part 2 right now.
Seems kind of like a waste.
I agree. Lady Gaga is set to be in the new Little Shop of Horrors movie. They're redoing the Little Shop of Horrors, and Lady Gaga's got a starring role in it. They haven't said what role she has yet, but she's going to be a big part. And if you watch the American Horror Story, I think she does a pretty good job at acting. She's pretty creepy.
Oscar buzz in Star Wars Born also.
Yeah, she's pretty good actor.
So I like Lady Gaga.
I do too. I think she's smoking, man. She's awesome.
Me too.
But that's all the news I got. I'll let you finish up.
Your boy Jared Padalecki. You forgot about that?
Oh, yeah. Texas Ranger. Walker. He's the new Walker Texas Ranger reboot. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. And CW is the station that it's going to air on as well.
Well, because they're trying to go with a younger, more
he's
upbeat version or whatever.
He's the same age as Walker was when Walker started.
He's what, his mid-30s?
No, he's 40.
Is he really that old?
Yeah. He's old.
We
They've
could
been
pass
doing.
it off a little longer.
They've been doing Supernatural. What? 16 years, Megan? 17 seasons?
Yeah.
16 seasons, I think. I think it's 16 seasons.
Well,
He's been around for a while.
can he do a roundhouse kick? That's all I want to know.
That is a question. Can he do a roundhouse kick?
I think
He's buff. Have you ever seen him, man? In real life, he wears baggy clothes or whatever, but when he's out and about, he's jacked.
I think that
Six pack and all.
what they need to do is like make him the new Walker Texas Ranger and bring in like actual Chuck Norris as like the sheriff or the head dude of the
Right.
office or something.
That'd be cool.
You know how they always had that old in the original Walker, they had that old guy that was
Yeah.
like just kind of there. Make Chuck Norris that old guy.
Chuck Norris got too political for acting. He kind of shot himself in the old foot when he tried to get Texas to succeed from the Union when Obama was president. He did. He literally started a petition and everything and tried to get Texas to succeed from the Union because apparently in their state bylaws they're really not officially a state of the United States. So they can succeed at any time they want. So he tried to get the officials to succeed and revolt against the U.S. and it kind of hurt him a little bit in his future acting.
Create their own country.
Kind of like Mel Gibson did when he went off on the Jews.
Oh yeah.
It took a long time for Mel Gibson to be able to get another movie.
Yeah. Even then, it's still not that great, I don't think.
No, I don't think it's sad, but you should keep your mouth shut when you make that much money.
The Arrowverse. You know what the Arrowverse is?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Arrow, Flash,
Yep.
Supergirl.
They're doing the
guess they're
big
doing
crisis
the
on
Infinite Earth.
Yeah.
Apparently, Spectre's joining them now.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you know who Spectre is.
Nuh-uh.
It's basically a guy who's inhabited by a spirit.
Okay.
An ancient spirit.
Okay.
And then he can kind of like turn himself into a ghost, and he has supernatural powers and stuff. He's a pretty big character actually in the DCU. So
cool.
So I don't know if they're going to make him a continuing character or not, but he's coming into this at least in this infant crossover.
Now they're doing the whole bring in what is it? The people from Smallville that played Superman are coming into the Infinite Earth Crisis.
Tom Welling.
Yeah. Yeah. They're signed on.
They already casted as Superman though.
They did, but they're doing like this whole.
Well, the Infinite Earths is basically there's a multitude of Earths.
Right, they're doing the whole Spider-Verse thing except for Infinite Earth.
Which I thought was funny because that's where the DC 52 comes from.
Yeah.
There's 52 Earths out there. That's where the whole 52 comes from. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just got a couple more small things, nothing major. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Yeah.
He revealed that July 2020 production starts for the Black Adam movie.
Yeah. That'll be good. I like The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock's a pretty good actor.
That'd
He's in everything though.
Yeah. Well, when you're a notoriety name, so.
He's even doing wrestling again.
Yeah.
Little cameos.
That would be interesting to see. I wonder if they're going to cross it over to the Shazam movie.
I don't know.
Shazam
was fun.
Shazam and Black Adam that's his Lex Luthor,
Oh, really?
Yeah, Black Adam was Shazam's biggest arch enemy. So
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not a comic book reader.
Yeah. One last thing that I have is, that they have Robert Pattinson playing the
Batman.
The Batman.
Batman.
That's the name of the movie called
The Batman. And they're talking about a new Joker. New Robin.
I'm not sure about Robin, but they have officially announced Commissioner Gordon.
Right.
Who's being played by Jeffrey Wright.
They also got the Riddler.
They officially announced Catwoman. You know that. Who's played by Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
She'll be Selena Kyle. And they just officially announced the Riddler.
Yeah.
I know now, what's his name was in talks for it from Superbad.
No. What's his name? I can't think of his name, but he turned it down. He wanted too much money.
So they got Paul Dano to play the Riddler.
Yeah.
If you don't know who he is, he's kind of one of those weird-looking guys. He was in the movie. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie There Will Be Blood.
Yep.
He was the little preacher guy.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah.
That's him. He's going to be the Riddler.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw that. But what is that guy's name?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yes, thank you. Yeah, he's He wanted crazy money or something like that. I think he wanted like $18 million.
I think Jonah Hill's kind of put himself up there as almost an A-lister now.
Yeah.
Sort of, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. He's not. But
I know he's made quite a few pretty good movies.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's like, Tom Cruise or, Dwayne Johnson level or whatever, but.
No, he's a what's his name?
I just want to see a super bad sequel, man.
Yeah, I do too. That would be good.
Of course, I don't know how they do it now because those guys are all older now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hey, they're doing Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back again.
Reboot.
Yeah.
It actually already came out, didn't it?
Yeah, it's select theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're doing a Fathom event or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was out for a couple of nights or something.
Yeah.
Like a quick.
And I guess Kevin Smith and Jay Muse are going around the country and showing the movie, like doing a tour.
I'd love to go see them.
Showing the movie and stuff. Yeah.
I'd love to go see them.
I would too. But that'd be awesome, man. But that's all I got today.
That is all I have. Also,
we'll be back next week with the top 5 next Saturday.
Next Saturday, we will finally have our top 5 with a special guest.
And maybe some special giveaways. We're not going to let too much information out on that yet.
Yeah. Well, we will have a giveaway, but we just don't know. We know what it is, but we'll just have to wait.
Yeah, you'll have to find and listen to us so that you can get our giveaways from next.
We're gonna keep the suspense going for y'all.
Hey, I want to talk about. Have you seen American Horror Story 1984 yet?
The new one? No, I have not.
Oh my God! Is that just a rip off of Friday the 13th?
Is it? I know it's supposed to be about slasher.
Okay, yeah. It starts off. I'm not gonna ruin anything. I'm just gonna. I know I said I'm done talking, but I'm not done talking. Okay, it starts off where it's a group of kids go to a summer camp that had a series of murders 30 years ago. When they get there, they stop for gas. The gas station attendant says, "Go home, you're all going to die." They get there, and every time they make out, somebody dies. I'm just saying.
So,
Jason movie, to the T.
You'd think they'd make something like better, I guess.
Everybody said that it's great. It's a great homage to classic horror. I mean, it's not a homage. It's
classic horror,
classic ripoff.
Classic horror. I mean, if you're going to remake something in classic horror, remake it right.
Yeah.
What our top 5 will be about next week.
Yeah, it will be, but you have to listen. That's all. I'm going to stop talking. I promise you now. So don't get loaded.
Get reloaded.